Yes, Nock, do it. Okay, very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do it most likely for you guys. You can also, like, okay, listen. I'm going to pick Nocturne now. This is also a good Nocturne game. First thing I do is I will select the runes. I will explain in this situation how to play Nocturne, which runes to take, which items to build, how to play macro-wise, how to play mechanically, okay? Everything. So the first thing is we take Conqueror and Coup de Gras or Last Stand, both totally fine. I personally like Coup de Gras more. Then we take Boots and Cosmic Insight. We can also take Domination, Ultimate Hunters, fine. Eyeball is fine, all totally fine. I personally like Boots and Cosmic Insight the most. We always take attack speed so we can use our passive more often. 80 force and scaling health. That is what we're gonna do right now. Everything selected. Seems like a very fine Nocturne game. Nocturne is decent into Shyvana because I can just auto attack her to death. She doesn't have like an annoying gap closer, like let's say Nidalee jump, Graves E, and she can't really get out of my E that properly. Her Dragon ult is only one core ability, which she does barely have. The rest of the enemy team is very easy. I can ult Jhin, I can ult Seraphine, I can always E Mordekaiser even if he ults me. So Nocturne is a totally fine pick here. And I'm gonna show you everything now from start to finish on how to play so. Let's start with Nocturne. I am very curious about what I'm gonna see. You can take the blue one, you can also take the green one. That's both totally fine. With Nocturne, I usually like to cover. With other champions like Jarvan, Diana, I can Q with Diana and E with Jarvan this bush to see if they're inside. With Nocturne, it's not that easy. Even though if I Q the bush and there's someone inside, I get my Conqueror stacks. Nonetheless, it's not that easy because I don't get division unlike with the other champions, right? So I usually just cover these both entrances just like that. And then I'm going to reset to get my sweeper. You can also stay on the ward. That's both totally fine. I do not want to get a leash. You never should be getting a leash. That's very outdated. I would not recommend. Also would never recommend to get a pot. First thing we do is we start chickens. Then we're going to get Crux into red buff. And from start to finish, I will explain detailedly how you should be playing Nocturne. I'm going to danger ping them away. Insta-Q them. My Q shouldn't be too far, otherwise, if it's over the wall, the Yasuo will see that you started chickens, which is also not optimal. So that's the reason I'm queuing it into this direction as well now. Keep kiting, keep kiting. Auto attack, let the jungle pet burn, kill those. We're gonna take W for the extra attack speed, of course. We're never taking the red jungle pet with Nocturne, no. Because the red jungle pet, and that's what you can remember forever, is for poke. It's never for burst. Burst, red jungle pet is a mistake. Oh, this Crux just bugged a little bit. I'm just gonna queue it here. Oh my god, it didn't hit. I can't believe it. Little annoying Crux bug. Now I'm a little bit delayed, but it's totally fine. We got this. So, if you take the red jungle pet, that's a mistake. You should be only taking that with champions like Nidalee, with champions like basically champions where you can poke the enemies a lot, okay? If you cannot poke them, you shouldn't be taking it. That's why sometimes people took it on Jarvan because of the E poke. But I personally don't think this is really bad. Okay, do I get invaded? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna skill my E here twice. Should be dead. Now I'm gonna get the Crux here. Very simple so far. I didn't see a gank opportunities yet. Totally fine. You see, Nocturne gameplay is very simple. I love playing this champion. It's very calm. Gives me a peaceful mind. We don't want to use our smite. We can stay still here even, so we can stay in our Q to get the extra attack damage. Because Mordekaiser, if you looked on the minimap, was in Fog of War, there is a very high chance that he did put a ward. I'm gonna insta-E her and W her E as well. I have my Conqueror fully stacked and I do think I'm stronger, but I need to be careful because Mordekaiser is gonna come. I just tried to smite this on time. And I'm just gonna walk away. You see, I'm stalling. It's totally fine what I'm doing. Here we see that Shyvana walked a little bit too deep. Blocked this as well. Gonna walk closer. Do we flash on him? I think it's a little bit too greedy. We could be flashing him because we also have our Conqueror fully stacked. If Garen keeps walking forward, we can go for it. Absolutely beautiful plate. Shyvana has 24 CS. So I'm just going to insta reset. My chickens already respawned. But we know that she did a full clear because she has 24 CS. That means she cleared absolutely everything. I'm going for Stripe Breaker instantly. And let's go forward here. You can go for Eclipse early. Same with Jarvan. I think Eclipse is totally fine. But I do believe that Stripe Breaker is one of the best items Nocturne can buy. You can also go for Profane Hydra. Both is totally fine. Profane Hydra is the full lethality build. You can go full lethality when you feel very comfortable that you're snowballing and will keep snowballing very heavily. Then you can go for this. But I personally like the Stripe Breaker build way more. If you go onto enemies and you insta Stripe Breaker them, that's way too problematic for them to deal with. Now, where's Shyvana right now, guys? We saw her bot scuttle. Why was she bot scuttle? Was very easy for us to track, by the way. Because she did clear from bot to top. Now we're just gonna check if she's on dragon. Very simple, because Shyvana, her passive gives her the dragon. Boom, there she is. And now I'm gonna try to annoy her. I'm gonna insta-Q her. I hit the Q so I can try to flash on her. Does have flash? Well, I actually thought she has flash down, but she does have flash. On W this. I'm not that scared fighting this. I'm not so scared fighting. We have our bot lane coming as well. I was gonna E her again right away. Gonna focus Seraphine. Walk away. We see Yasuo mid lane. I'm just gonna sweep at this. Gonna use one more Q to poke a little bit. And now we're just gonna start attacking the Grump. Does the Melio need some help? Does seem to be totally fine. I'm just gonna keep attacking the Grump here. Use my E as well. I try to clear this as fast as possible. Because jungle is all about efficiency. It's all about time. Because he keeps fighting. I'm trying to hit one more Q, but it's probably not needed. Yeah, we can go for the dive, but I think it's pretty stupid. I should rather reset here. This is interesting because a lot of people would have went for the dive. Could be stopping me here. I hope not. If he stops me, I just go deeper and then go for a reset, which is also totally okay. Okay, we get our boots at 8:15. Now, we take Wolves Grump into Grubbies. Even if Shyvana takes her dragon, we give it. Because right now we don't have control anymore. Yasuo is mid lane control, and we bot lane is resetting while Decathlon did not reset yet. So first we take the Wolves, which is one of the biggest fundamental. I explained very detailedly on the course why you are getting, like, you will win way easier if you use that fundamental correctly. Now we're gonna use our Grump. We take our Grump. If she takes Dragon, as I said, it's totally fine. We don't have too much control. We're just gonna play like we are the problem. If you always try to stop the enemies from doing tasks, you're never gonna get yourself ahead. Because if we back towards Dragon, and we bot them would have moved for before, and Yasuo would have moved, and we would have a fight, which we most likely lose. Think about it. Most of the players in lower elo would have fought for this Dragon, ended up dying stupidly, just because they don't respect that they're not in position, and that they're fucked. Giving this Shyvana one Dragon is fine. Dying is not fine. Okay. Now I'm gonna walk towards mid side. I'm first gonna check if I find an ult angle. If he's gonna dash forward one more time, I can actually ult on him. First, I'm gonna take her chickens because I know she was bot side. I am just still looking for an engage on him. Okay, we got his flash, totally fine. It's already worth it. He almost died here even. Okay. Now, I think ulting for the flash is worth it, but maybe not the most optimal. Okay, did she get my wrap buff? She did get my wrap buff, and her wrap buff is still up. We can pass all the way through to get her wrap buff. Top lane also died. Very interesting. I didn't expect her to invade me, actually. I'm just gonna try to go towards the Yasuo. Just gonna use my E here. The only thing that is important is that your E is not running out, because now you will always kill him. The only thing, as I said, is important. Your E doesn't run out, and he can't get away from your E. So that's something we need to for sure respect. Going for her wrap buff right now. Is it good or is it bad? I personally think it's a little bit risky. I also don't have flash, I don't have ult. I see Seraphine going bot lane, so now it's more likely to happen. I know Mordekaiser's resetting, but it is a little bit risky here, I have to say. I'm gonna walk towards my... Oh, she actually ulted on me. There's nothing she can get. As you can see, like, imagine Mordekaiser was close. Imagine Seraphine path topside. Now, if you're a little bit too scared taking this, I totally respect it. And then we can just walk backwards and take our blue buff. Losing the red buff here is also not that problematic. Yeah, going for it is fine if you know the limits well. If you don't know the limits well yet, then you're more like new to the game. I would not recommend to go for these kind of invades because it can go badly really quick. Okay, now we're gonna take Grump into Wolves here. Then we have a perfect reset. Keep in mind another big fundamental, knowing your reset timer perfectly. We do not keep clearing. I see that so many times. We do not keep clearing, guys. I have 1,700 gold. I am gonna reset and then enter my bot side and then play with that. Okay, we're gonna finish our boots here, finish this, maybe buying another glowing mode, and now we can decide whether we're gonna go for Eclipse or Black Cleaver. And I personally think Black Cleaver's the smartest. I also don't go Hexblade, and then I'm gonna most likely gonna go Frozen Heart into Spirit Visage. And with that, I'm extraordinary tanky and in an absolute beautiful position as well. Okay, does seem totally fine here. My red buff is gone, as we know. Consider a mid lane ult as well. Yasuo has no ult. We know Yasuo has no ult. So we can try to go for an ult here. Just gonna E his Q here. And the moment he's stunned, he's dead. We know he has no flash. So taking this kill is very, very secure, I would just say. Like, there's nothing he can do about it. Okay, Shyvana is going mid lane. We need to be respecting that a little bit. Can we gank top lane? I will just go top lane to take the CS. So I don't need to kill the Mordekaiser. If I kill him, that's a bonus. But my main goal is to get the CS. You see the wave here? I have control over the wave. The wave is following me. I'm not that scared fighting him. I still have my W on his next Q. Just gonna try to kill him. Boom, we got him. If he walked away, we got his ignite and killed him. If he just walked away further, then I would not be able to kill him. I would have taken the wave, which Garen would have lost. Regardless, with that, I will be in a better snowball position, and with that, I can carry the game even further. Now, dragon spawns in 50. I do prefer to be in time for the dragon spawn timer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rush towards Grubbies, then path through mid lane, maybe find another mid lane gank, and then get control over the dragon. That's where I'm gonna rush for Grubbies. I also have some control over mid lane. I have some control over top lane. I have hard top lane prio and mid lane a little bit control. What does that mean? I see Yasuo on the map. That gives me a little bit of a permission to go even deeper here. I also know I'm way stronger than the Shyvana, so I'm not being scared right now. You see dragon spawns in 15, so I need to be speeding this process up a little bit if possible. Gonna keep clearing, and I'm gonna queue towards the dragon and try to be in time to get dragon. If we need to give the dragon, that is totally fine and respectable. With Xerath being low, so there's nothing else he can do. We don't want Shyvana to keep going for dragon, but she's gonna go for it. I'm just gonna try to fight the Yasuo here a little bit. If he keeps fighting me so stupidly, he will just end up dying. And I don't think I can get further. Seraphina's mid lane. Shyvana's already on dragon. I don't have much control. Okay, if she keeps walking like this, I don't have much mana. I should be respecting it. I think I cannot go deeper. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to run out. I also need to flash. W if they flash over me. And I'm totally fine. Now, as you guys can see, it was really hard for me to pass through bot sides to go forwards dragon. And the reason for that is simple. Because we still didn't have possibility to go in deeper. Okay? It's actually interesting. They're taking my top lane control as well. Mordekaiser's really mad about me, right? He's really mad about that. I respect it. I'm resetting. I'm 6-0. My team is now in position, but I have to reset. I don't have any HP. It's risky. We're getting top lane control. We're getting mid lane. So instead of being mad about your team, you can do the best out of it and try to get still a good outcome, right? Now I'm gonna walk towards my Crux. They can still take my red buff because I'm not in position. I don't have control. Look at this. They're trying to go for my red buff. Now I'm gonna try to spam ping because I just gotta reset them full HP. While we are actually stronger if we play it correctly. I'm just gonna walk up on them and see what we can do about it. But there are actually 4 people. I can't believe it. Nobody's on help right now. But I'm gonna keep spam pinging. Hope my team does come eventually. They do not react to me at all. They're totally ignoring me. Another reason to be hard flaming them. But no, it will not help, right? It will not help. Like, you have all the reason in the world to flame this. Because enemies taking this red buff is one of the most illegal things in the world. We are 5 men. We are way stronger. I'm giga fed. And enemies are doing this, and they're not getting punished for it. And now you can be mad for this, that they're not getting punished, or you have some sort of respectance. There's nothing we can do about it. because our team doesn't move. I adapt to the situation. They don't move. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit more respect, even though it's cringe. I can go for top lane ult, but first finish your camp. Biggest fundamental. We don't even need to ult. Now we have another point in my ult, so it has less cooldown as well. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna take the scuttle here. We lost the second dragon too, which is pretty good for the Shyvana, pretty bad for us. But as I said, that's always life, right? We could have played it a little bit better and tried even further to stop her, but your job as a jungler is not to get the enemy jungler behind. Your job is to get yourself ahead more than the enemy jungler gets himself ahead. Okay, very important, guys, very important. And if you don't understand the things I say, think about it. There's a reason for almost every single thing I say. And you can legit copy-paste my knowledge. Gonna finish the Grump here. Why? Because there's nothing else on the map I can do. I don't have much control. I don't have much position. I'm also gonna smite it just to be a little bit faster. Do we have enough gold for Black Cleaver? We do, so I'm gonna reset, enter bot side, because our top side is just cleared. Does it make sense to you guys? I can copy-paste this on any elo. I think this is around platinum or something like that, right? I can do this in gold, in silver, in bronze. No elos to shit. Like, look at my team. Everybody's losing. Does it matter? No. I can do this in diamond. I can do this in master, and I've proven it multiple times. So you need to learn how to copy the knowledge. And if you want to improve any further, you can check out my course in the description. I explain all the fundamentals there very detailedly. Okay, I'm just gonna cover here. I do have Herald. We did get first blood tower already top lane. Now we're gonna keep sieging. I'm gonna use my Q first. Then cancel my Q animation with casting Herald. And we're just gonna keep pushing, okay? Herald is gonna kill the tower, so I'm gonna take tower aggro without being scared. Gonna strike breaker this. Boom, Herald killed him. He flashes back into the tower. I'm gonna use my ult. Try to kill the enemies as much as possible. Gonna walk deeper. We only see Seraphine, so I might be able to walk towards her as well. Gonna get my Q up. I do think I cannot kill her, but if she keeps going that deep, I'm gonna try. Gonna use my W. Gonna keep pushing. Now, if this was too mechanical, because this was a very mechanical situation, we need to be careful of the Yasuo here coming for the side as well. But I do have my E. I'm pretty healthy. I do have melee protect as well. We see Yasuo. Mordekaiser's missing. Mordekaiser could be coming right here, but totally fine. Again, if it's too risky for you going that deep, and if it's too mechanical, then take a step backwards, focus, thoughtful, and just respect, take the one tower, then return a little bit, wait for your team to push a little bit, go back to your camp, stack them first, right? Also totally fine. Okay, my top lane dies again. Everybody of my team is losing. Bot lane is being 40 CS down. Mid lane being 40 CS down. Top lane being 20 CS down. Every lane is losing. Enemies got all dragon. They're perma invading me. They're perma in position. I could be flanking my team all day long, the entire day without stop. Nothing. But I don't care. I could not care less. Like, I also don't flame my hamster for being a hamster, right? I don't flame my teammates for being dog shit, right? It's totally fine if they're dog shit. I will carry them. And now I run him down. Why? Because I'm just way, way stronger than him. I see the next wave coming. Do we get control over the dragon? My mid lane died again. Another team of griefer, right? I don't have control over the dragon as well. Again, so I'm just going to keep pushing. I have 6 grubbies, so I'm just going to try to enable myself, enable my leap any further. I'm just going to use my Q. I cannot push further because I don't have a wave yet. I'm going to take as much property here as I can possibly take as well. Now, I'm actually going to... Yeah, I don't have any control. My entire team is inting. Everybody's doing the stuff. I cannot stop that dragon. It is what it is. We tried our best. We can all do all we can do. The worst thing you can possibly do is die for the dragon for any reason. I'm just gonna try to get the tower here with my 6 grubbies and my pressure with my Q damage and everything I can do. After that, I'm just gonna go for enemy chickens next. Now, look at me having 3 levels ahead of enemy jungler while being in full control here as well. Can I go for mid lane engage? I can also go for a cheese. I can also try to kill the Mordekaiser here again because I'm so much stronger than him. Ha ha ha! Darkness! And that's how you have fun. I'm gonna block his ult with my W. Just casually, really, really chilling, really, really chilling, really, really chilling, really, really chilling. Try to stop me, Habibi! And there's absolutely nothing he can do because we're in full control. Need to be respecting Shyvana's bot lane. Can we get a counter push in? I don't think so. I have enough gold for Frozen Heart. I'm in 2,600 gold, so it's a perfect situation to be resetting on. Now, how can I carry? How can I communicate as best as possible with my team to do the things I want them to do? Gonna buy my items, very chill. First thing I do is get Crux into ramp buff. Wait a little bit until I have my ult again. Wait a little bit until I can pressure. Keep forward. Yeah, that's how it looks like right now, guys. Cheated my wrap buff again, but there's nothing we can do. We don't have any control here. I'm gonna use this one here. I'm gonna keep pushing bot lane. I don't have ult, so I don't want to group. I also don't want to team fight. I feel like the enemies are like stronger than us team fight. Why? Because I'm the only strength of our team. Like, what do we have? We have no ADC, no mid lane, and no top lane. Everybody's absolutely full garbage, and I couldn't care less, right? I'm just gonna keep pushing here. Need to be a little bit careful of Mordekaiser. I don't think he beats me. I'm just gonna... Yeah, but Shyvana ult is gonna be problematic. Gonna try to fear her while running away, taking the plant here. Need to be a little bit more respectful. I didn't expect the Shyvana to come, but as I said, I need to be respectful. I don't have my Spirit Visage yet. I'm not that strong. Nocturne isn't the strongest champion to absolutely full 1v9, but Nocturne is a champion where you can enable your team pretty heavily, pretty well. I can also try to build more win conditions by ulting the correct lanes. And this is a very unfortunate game, though, I would say. Because everybody of my team is legit the worst nightmare. And usually, if you play a lot of games, that will not be happening consistently. And if you say, no, it happens to me every game, then you're just a liar. Because that's not true. You may not even be a liar. Maybe your reality is just not correct. And if you try to argue with me right now more, then it just proves my point even further. Now I'm gonna cheese in this push because we have a control. Enemies don't know we have vision. And I'm gonna insta-engage on him. Gonna use my Strike Breaker. He is feared, so he cannot ult me. Try to W the next Q and get the kill here. Can we ult on the Shyvana? Doesn't seem like it. Enemies are all missing, so I'm just gonna go forward to the wave here as well. I'm in a perfect position. Gonna Strike Breaker this. I'm actually gonna take the next wave too. Then I'm gonna reset and go forwards Mordekaiser. We cannot go for Dragon. We're not in control. We cannot do much more here. Gonna take this. Now I'm level 16. Now I'm not 3 levels, but 4 levels ahead of the Shyvana. What elo is this? This is around Platinum elo, I think. But it doesn't matter where I play. Like, I play on every single elo. Always the same fundamentals. Always carrying. I just played my other account to Master Tier with like a 90% win rate. Or plus. Like, I was Challenger with an 85% win rate. It's about climbing to the certain elos. Playing it the same way correctly. Because I could have died in multiple different ways this game, and then the game gets hard. It looks easy because I played it well. Macro-wise and mechanically. If you died once or twice more often or made a few mistakes, the game would look way harder. For example, ulting the Yasuo here is easy. And you could have went mid lane and had a harder fight. And this looks extremely easy. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this Yasuo doing? He's not even misplaying it. You see how he plays it pretty decently. But he has no chance because we're F-King Nocturne, right? Look, he plays it really well, really well. But, I mean, that's about it, right? He can play it as much as he wants. It's so funny how well he plays and it doesn't matter at all. Because I'm so strong and I play it smart. Okay, going mid lane would have been way more dangerous. Jhin is fat enemy, top lane is fat enemy, mid lane everybody's fat, everybody is a problem. I'm basically the only source of team we kind of have. What is even going on, man? I'm giving my team so much pressure, and I feel like it doesn't matter at all. I'm pushing top lane, I'm pushing mid lane, I'm getting bot lane, I'm getting control, I'm getting catches. It's actually, I'm very... I think this is pretty hilarious. I'm gonna ult this guy as well. Gonna kill this guy. Oh, what the fuck? His E pulled me away so far. I have my Conqueror fully stacked and Black Cleaver fully stacked. I can win those long extended fight. I should be winning those long extended fight. He's 3 levels down on me. Gonna keep fighting him here. I am 3 levels ahead of him. I have 4 items. He has 2. Why is this even hard? Okay, is there somewhere planned? Maybe not. Shyvana's dead, so I think this seems to be fine. Also, heal up on this dragon. W doesn't work on dragon anymore. Another fun fact I can give you for your Nocturne games. Okay, I think I need some more damage. I'm considering to go Blade of the Ruined King in this game, which is very unodd for Nocturne to take, but in this game I need to carry. And I need to be the one dealing the damage, right? Okay. Gonna buy... I need to Blade of the Ruined King. I legit need to carry it. We go pickaxe first, and now we're gonna stay until we have 1,200 gold. Then I'm gonna be full build, while my mid laner and ADC are both chilling at 1 item alone. Let's go. I'm right now at 11 CS per minute also. Totally fine. I will be level 18 now. So that means I will be officially now 5 levels ahead of the enemy jungler. And again, if I do one mistake, if I die once, if I don't respect enemies in a certain situation, enemies got 3 dragons because I couldn't fight those. Most junglers would have fought those and been dead and couldn't play for it. So I will have respectance for this. This entire team fight is bad. I'm gonna try to danger ping them. Don't fight. Play with me. Play with me. I'm gonna try to communicate as best as I can do at all my abilities. Because fighting here is just absolutely pointless. Because enemies are stronger in an open team fight. I am the only strength of our team. We need to wait until we get more pressure done. Okay, here, first thing, enemies do a big mistake. They're chilling in the bush. I'm getting mid lane prio. But if you want to control Baron, first thing you need to do is get mid lane prio. It's a big mistake what they're doing. I think I can find an engage on Shin here. Maybe I misplayed that a little bit. Okay, now it's too late. I did lose my vision. If I got an engage of on Shin, that would be really, really huge. Okay, did you see how we got a catch on Shyvana, and I fed my ult, and we got mid lane tower, and we got the wave. And the reason is just because we got mid lane prio. They keep dying, man. I need to play the Throne King. I have it now. Can they stop dying? It's so stupid. Like, the entire fight is useless. I will explain why. Like, of course you can argue, yeah, but you should have been with them. No, I should not have. That's absolute garbage. And if you think that, then you don't understand League of Legends yourself. And I gladly try to help you learn League of Legends. So, we got the top lane pressure, we got Baron, we already got the catch, we got mid lane push, we got the tower, we got the wave, we already got the resources, we're in an absolute beautiful position, we have full control of the map, there is no need to keep pushing forward. We cannot go for Baron anyways right now. Okay, I need 300, 200, I have enough gold for my pot as well, so I'm gonna reset here. Boom! I'm getting closer to 12 CS per minute right now. I don't like this fight at all, I'm just gonna keep walking away. Wing the chin. W is really important, like always. This is C. And we are fine. I'm just gonna sweep her here so I find another reset spot because I don't want to get caught right now at all. Blade of the Rune King enables me to be able to fight Mordekaiser and Yasuo way easier in a 1v1. That's why I'm going for it. I'm gonna go Elixir of Wrath because I also need some more damage here in this position. 30 attack damage, physical wham, so that's 3 long swords actually. It's pretty decent if you think about it. Okay, taking camps is pretty useless. Yeah, but, like, I should be giving my camps to my team now. Yeah, but I'm still gonna consume it because I have an ego and I want... LOL. Okay, this is a free kill. I'm just gonna go on Chin because I'm full build. I'm also not that scared fighting. Gonna Q this as well. Why can I fight it, guys? Why can I fight it? Because I focused on myself. I focused on myself. Yeah, try fighting me. I'm the GOAT. Gonna dodge his Q. Make sure he can't catch me as well. I'm Nocturne! Playing it correctly! Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? You could have flamed your team in 10 different languages. In English, in German. You could have flamed them even in Dutch if you wanted to. But would it matter? Would it matter? Tell me, does it do any difference? Everyone was full garbage. You need to be the one carrying. You need to be the monster. I'm gonna insta get the catch because they're trying to defend as much as possible. Now the only thing is important is that we focus Nexus. I'm gonna W the chin shot if he tries to hit me. Can we push further? I do think this is enough to end. We're gonna ignore every single shot they do. Gonna try to sweep at them, strike breaker slow, and boom, we got the finish. GG, well played. And this is how you can carry. Now you can apply it in your gaps. If you want to improve yourself, check out the course. I highly recommend you to conquer, my friends. Wish you the absolute best.